What's this?
This is for you guys. That's from me to you.
Oh.
Really? Oh, open up on the air. If we don't get content out of it, it's not a real gift.
Ooh. I love this.
Soaps?
It's like soap, yes. Greek soap.
Well, let me see what this is.
This is perfect. Oh my God, and honey, amazing.
Okay, let's see what gift I got.
Let's see.
Oh.
Is it titty shot glass?
It's a titty shot glass.
No,
this
is it? Oh, wow.
This is very thoughtful. Oh.
Amazing.
Oh my God.
Look at those Greek titties.
Look at them Greek titties.
Hello and welcome back to the Friday Feels episode of the U Up podcast. I'm Jordana Abraham.
And I am Jared Freid. It is so good to be back here with you, Jordana. How you feeling? What's going on? It's a Friday Feels. End of the month. August is almost up. We're heading towards football season, which feels like just a beautiful, cool comforter you're getting under. You know, I love that.
Yeah, I love it too. I think we were just talking about different kinds of foods, and I just had like a fantasy of having like a Sunday Chinese, just like disgusting fest.
The more disgusting the Chinese food, the better.
I know.
That's the weird thing about
Especially
Chinese
when
food.
it's like a shitty day.
Yeah, I want a shitty weather with great lo mein and fried rice and hug a pillow chicken fingers. You ever the Chinese chicken fingers and the wings? I love a well done Chinese wing. I love a spare rib cut in half. Hey, word of the wise, this is a big Freid family thing. If you get spare ribs, are you a spare ribs fan? You're not a pork person.
No, I would have a spare rib if it was on a tasting menu. No, I would have a spare rib, but I don't think I would like order spare ribs.
Well,
that makes like if someone ordered them for the table,
yeah,
I'll have one, but I'm not going to like get my own.
This is a Freid family tradition. I will give the gift of how to order a spare rib
let's hear it.
At a Chinese restaurant. I'll have the spare ribs well done, cut in half. So you get the order, they take the big long spare rib and they cut it in half.
Everywhere they'll do this?
They've done it everywhere we've asked, and you get a little shorter spare rib that actually makes it taste better. Get them cut in half. And for that pearl of wisdom that I just gave you, I need you to do me a favor.
Let's hear it.
My Netflix special, The Family Plan.
It's all related.
It's all related. Now that I've given you something, I need you to give me something back. Go watch it. Netflix, September 1st, Tuesday night. I would say have a watch party, but what I really need
He's
from you...
He's not coming. I'm sorry. I did this for the book. He's not coming to your watch party.
I would actually want you to have a watch party virtually, because I need as many TVs tuning in as possible.
Yeah. Spread out.
And share. Show your friends, your family. If you love the Rob Lowe bit, send it to someone that you've talked about Rob Lowe with. If you're on the family plan, if you're on the cell phone bill, if your parents pay your cell phone bill, send it to your brother, your sister, your mama, your papa, anyone who pays that bill or is on that bill, anyone you have shared with that you're on the family plan.
Yes.
Share it with them. If your mom saves chairs at the beach, if you pee in the water when you go to the ocean, if your dad has ever asked you how much you weigh, if you have the same body as your dad, these are all subjects.
It's all the women out there listening.
That's right.
With the same body as your dad.
Same body as, if you're a lady with the same body as your dad, share it with your dad and feel a little weird with him. I'm telling you, the special, if you've been to a Chinese food restaurant and had your parents.
If you like a funny show, listen. Like none of those, none of those things even like really apply to me, and it's a hysterical show.
None of them?
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like I actually think like my family dynamic is wildly different than your family dynamic, and it's still a hysterical, funny show.
And you could feel it. You know, like I think this is the thing is
you don't have to be like in those situations to
No, you don't. That's my job as a comedian to explain them and make them funny in a way that makes you feel like you're part of my family, and I feel like I've achieved that. We do share a sensibility. That's the point of the special. This is it's for us, by us. It's FUBU, baby. It's am I allowed to say that?
I don't
know.
think so.
I can say FUBU. It's a for, but I'm saying like
it's our version of for.
Listen, every week.
What happened to FUBU?
It's got to be still around, right? I'm sure it'll come back. 90s shit is coming back. Are you kidding? Listen. Let's not get off topic here.
Okay. Sorry. We've got important things to do.
Just turn
what is around.
Turn on the special, let it run, play it for the dog. I don't even fucking care. I'm telling you, we need you to watch. I need you to share it. It's a very shareable special. And also, listen, I get hit in the face with the manosphere and the, comedy, can you say anything anymore? This is exactly what I wanted to say. This is a special that I think is for everyone.
It is.
It's truly for everyone. And I'm proud of it in a way that I've never, this is the full effort.
Yes.
I've always kind of half effort. I don't know if you feel this way about yourself. I
don't know if I feel this way about you.
Do you feel like Betches was like the full effort? You're like, I gave everything to this thing. Do you ever have that feeling of like, right. I think a lot of times
I put my blood, sweat, and tears into it.
I put everything into it.
Yeah.
There's things in my life, like I was never a homework doer.
Right.
Like I've talked about. I've always kind of found my way into half-assing as much shit as possible. Not this. This is the full.
It's the first time he's ever really tried, people.
This is the first time. No, it really does feel like that. Like I if I'm to be vulnerable, like I'm like, this is the thing. Podcasts, we come in here, I read the emails. I'm like, maybe one week I could take notes. And then some weeks I take notes, and some weeks, I'm not saying I don't try on this podcast. I love doing this show, but this is a piece that I like put everything into.
Yeah.
Like I paid for it. Everything monetarily, body, emotionally, and then took so long to get it to happen. I thought, this is, I'm Odysseus. This is my journey. The last special, I thought, okay, now everything's going to be easy. And weirdly, it got harder and more emotional.
Now everything's going to be easy.
Starting now, 2 years, 3 years later. Yeah, 3 years later, almost on the dot.
Yeah. It's so funny. It's an amazing special. It's going to speak for itself. Watch it
September
with every
1st.
Member of your household on different accounts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Different accounts, please.
Yes.
No watch parties. What are we talking about today?
All right. We're starting with an icky or picky. All right.
I love this one.
Yes.
This is a great icky or picky. I would love for people to keep sending in something that they get the ick from, even socially. Let's open this up, because this person basically
something you see online,
took this assignment in a different way, which I really love. Basically, you're icked out by something. Is it truly an ick, or are you being picky? And you could really do that with anything. So this really gives me the ick. If my husband wanted to do this, need a J&J ruling, please. Is this a red flag? So they basically said in this Instagram, and we're going to play it. This groom spent $24,000 to zip line into his wedding ceremony in full James Bond style. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I haven't watched this. I'm ready for a real reaction. Where is this? This is beautiful.
Looks like Italy or something.
He did this in Italy?
It looks like it.
$24,000. I could have.
I would be so worried about like falling weirdly.
So he zip lines in.
And he's just at the front of the aisle.
Wait, was his bride waiting for him at the altar?
I don't know. Or is this just how the video footage was put together?
The video is done really badly. She's singing, which is as bad as ziplining in, I think. I think it's underratedly bad to sing at your own wedding. This wedding, how much did this cost? Well, they got this woman crying. I'd be embarrassed.
Okay, so your wife...
Can you imagine getting caught on camera crying at someone's wedding, and then they're like, oh, we're going to put this on the clip.
On the thing?
Like, oh, no, please.
I mean, of course.
I have a reputation to uphold.
Okay, you're getting married. Your wife wants to zip line in. It's cost $24,000. She insists.
Here's my not fair review of ziplining into the wedding. Are you ready?
I think I'm going to have a similar. I think I'm going to have a similar review to you.
Anything a man needs to do on his wedding day, to me, is an ick.
Okay. Anything he needs to. Who said he needed to?
Well, he obviously needed to if he's willing to spend $24,000 to zipline into his own wedding. Well, if there's anything at the wedding where the bride says, oh, he needed this.
What about the band?
What a fucking loser.
What about the band? I feel like that's a big thing. Guys are like, I really want this band.
I think my opinion on the band would always come after. Like, if my fiance was like, I want a band, I would go, okay, and now I have an opinion on which band we choose.
Okay.
I think coming in like, the only way I will get married is if I zipline in like James Bond. I'd be like, loser.
Well, who said he said that?
I don't think this was like an option on the menu of options.
Right.
I don't think they were like, well, you can do the normal, have your mom and dad walk you down the aisle, or we can set up a zip line. And he was like, yeah, I'll take the zip line. Yeah, why not? You only get one day. I don't think that was his response.
I love it how you're like, your definition though of masculinity is like not caring about anything that a woman cares about.
It's caring, but it's like not needing.
Well,
like,
who said he needed it?
Do you think he just ziplined
Well,
in?
well, this is why here's my
what's
opinion
your
on it.
feeling
My
on it?
opinion on it is it depends. The answer to this question is it depends how rich he is, right? Because $24,000 to some people, an exorbitant, insane amount of money to spend on. You could spend the whole wedding; it would be an exorbitant amount, right?
Yeah.
This guy, if this is Bill Gates' son, whatever.
Okay. If it was his daughter, she'd be, saying that she has fake people who. If it was his daughter, she'd be swindling us poors.
Pickpocketing on the zip line.
Yeah.
Whatever it is. Or maybe a bet, whatever.
How about that story?
That's crazy.
I know that puts a date on this, but that story's old by now.
Talk about someone who just like didn't need to fraud to like scam people.
You don't need to start a business. Go away.
Right.
Go away. I'm Bill Gates' daughter, like of the rich people, you're famously rich. Like be nonprofit and save the world. I don't know.
You don't need to make a name for yourself. No one cares.
I don't need to fuck off. I actually am so disgusted. And then you're gonna cheat people? And then it has to be this well, we didn't cheat and it's an accounting error. Just disappear.
Right.
You
tried.
You tried. Okay. Now get out of here.
Right.
Go sit on a yacht and get fed grapes for the rest of your life and make sure you pay those people well that feed you grapes.
Yes.
Why not?
Yeah. But the zip line.
Back to the zip line. I'm sorry.
Back to the zip line.
Well, Melinda seems to get a lot of credit.
I mean, she does a lot of
good stuff, which good for her. How about a little bit more parenting? How about you tell your daughter not to steal from people?
Why is it on Melinda? What about Bill?
I just assume he stinks anyways. Yeah. Yeah.
What
Bill
about the
too.
man?
Yeah, you're right. He should parent too.
Anyway, the zip line, I think, depends because again, this could be like a small thing for if he's this looks like an expensive wedding already.
It's a beautiful wedding.
Maybe it marginally wasn't that expensive. He'd have to be like kind of a character.
Yeah.
And yeah, is it like a little douchey? Kind of.
I think
it's kind of
any added attention to the groom on the wedding day is loser move. Entrances, you don't roll your eyes at the entrances.
I mean, that's like bride and groom, isn't it?
But even when the groom does an entrance, when they do entrances at a wedding, I am like,
I hate
get me out
oh my
of
God,
here.
as a bridesmaid, when they make you dance in, I'm like, I would rather die.
And then
This
you
is
meet
horrible.
that guy in the what is it called? The groomsmen party?
The groom's party, yeah.
One of the groomsmen is really into it.
Ugh, no.
And this is his moment to shine. You're like, dude, go take an improv class. Get this out of your system in another way.
This isn't your day. Yeah.
Right. I any form of I guess I'm a traditionalist where it's the bride's day.
Is that it's both of your tastes.
That's bullshit too.
I actually think it would be more annoying for the man to just continuously reiterate how much he didn't care about the wedding.
That is almost making a show of yourself too.
But that's kind of what you're saying. You're saying that's the cool move is to not give a shit about any of the details of the wedding.
The cool move is I love everything we did. I'm passionate about everything we did, but
I didn't have anything to do with anything we did.
You have to put your name on it. You can't say, well, I didn't choose the cocktail hour stuff. You can't absolve yourself if something sucks. Because I want the bride and groom to equally take.
But you don't want him to actually do anything, which is kind of an annoying take.
Right.
No offense.
It's not that, no offense taken. It's not that I hear how you're hearing it.
Right.
And I hear you. It's not that I want him to have no opinion. To have anything that goes outside the lines of a
strong
normal
opinion.
Well, to have a zip line at your wedding because you've always dreamt of it.
Maybe you just like ziplining, and you
then
thought
do
it would
on
be
the
funny.
bachelor party, do it on the honeymoon, and in Nicaragua. You can do that in the trees. I don't know. It's just it's not that.
But if she wants to zip line in, that's fine.
No,
No one's
no zip lines at a
no
wedding.
one.
Zip lines at a wedding, you're a loser.
Right. The price to me doesn't really like matter in this scenario.
The price doesn't matter. It's. I guess if you're gonna have like an alternative wedding, like if you're zip lining into your wedding, we all better be in the trees like the Ewoks. Doing a treetop forest wedding.
Yeah, treehouse
It
wedding.
just has to make sense with the wedding. Like, this is a beautiful Italian Tuscany wedding.
I'm assuming it's Italian. It might
It
not
just
be.
look
Okay.
whatever.
It looks.
and this guy has to make it so he's above the story of the wedding, in my opinion. Like,
right.
Because when you walk away from it, you go, how was the wedding, Jordana? The guy ziplined in. What? Like, that's number one.
Right.
It's not she looked beautiful, the wedding was beautiful. It's not the wedding was beautiful, all of their love. Like, I was like really
right.
loved
It's
their
nothing to
crew.
do with it. There's not intimate.
Right. It's more that you've made your thing above the thing. Yeah. That's so I do, because I'm gonna get married one day and I'm gonna have a million opinions.
Right.
I will care, but I won't care so much about a thing that makes me pop.
Okay. You're
that
caring about the guest experience.
Yeah, I that's what I
What if he zip
I'm
lines
selfless is what I'm saying.
to escape the what if he zip lines to escape the wedding?
I like that. I do like that. And the couple together
Zip lining
zip
away.
lined out. That's fun.
That's fun.
I-
Okay, zip line out of the wedding. Okay, zip line into the wedding. No.
out. There's
Okay.
just a different.
I could agree with that. It's like a little like peacocky.
But you say it all the time with like dating apps, like where it looks like the guy is taking the dating app seriously to be funny.
Right, he's making a joke of the whole thing. Right. I
Right.
agree. It has like a little bit of that energy to it. Like we're just like fucking around here.
I'm just here at your birthday party.
Right.
I don't know. That's why because when I saw this, it being like a really nice wedding, even more made me even angrier.
Right. As opposed to like this is just a funky couple.
Right, funky couple. Right. I know I like this podcast because we work through our opinions.
We did. Yeah, we got through. I'm starting to understand.
And I'm understanding where
okay.
you're coming from because I will have opinions on my wedding, so I don't want to have to like eat those words one day.
Right.
I was at a wedding recently. Great hors d'oeuvres.
Wasn't mine.
No, it was not.
We all remember. We'll listen to
remember.
that episode if you want.
And
Okay.
you can go back in the archives. No, these were like, but it was only 3. So they
Only
took
3.
real chances. And it was
Okay.
like, when, like, I think.
Past
hors d'oeuvres.
or station.
It was a past hors d'oeuvre situation. There were 3 choices. And you could tell, like, they made a decision to go with, I think one was like a savory cannoli. Another was a tropical taco, like a tropical ahi taco of some sort.
Okay.
And then there was a third one. And you could tell, like, they basically said, we really like these 3 things. Damn them all.
We're making a commitment.
And in some places they go 12 pass arounds and they are all nothing.
Right. Mini
So
hot
I
dogs.
respect
Yeah.
high stakes maneuvers. That's how I would grade. It's
Taking
like a
a
diving
chance.
competition.
Right, yeah.
You do a simple
But that's
dive,
about
you
the
get rated.
guest. Right. That's like the guest experience.
Right.
Yeah.
And I noticed. And I think about, that the wedding stuff, like how much you care about the guests and how much you make people feel.
Right. Versus you, it's about you versus the guest. I think you need to think of
Right.
like the audience.
That's the big part with this.
Well, you're an entertainer. Of course, you'll think of the audience.
That's all I think about every day. The family plan. I thought of you while making that special. September 1st, Netflix. Tune in.
What if they gave you an option to zip line into your Netflix set?
I think it would take away.
You
Like-
would say no.
It would have to make sense with the material.
Okay.
Like, I would love an entrance for a show. I think that'd be fun.
Right. You pop out of a cake.
Right, but it would have to like go.
Make sense
The
with the
whole
show,
thing
right.
would have
Can't
to be
be
fun
random.
for everybody.
Yes.
Like,
Right. You're birthed out of your mom.
totally. I just come out of a huge pussy. dump onto the stage. I'm covered in goo.
Yum.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
And then they'd be like, "You came out
It's
of
the
a pussy,
family,
he's
and then
covered
it's
in
like,
goo."
and he's still on her, and he's still on her phone plan.
This was to represent that he's still attached to the umbilical cord
Yeah.
of his parents. Yeah.
That would be some highbrow art.
I mean, for a lot of the special promotion, like if you watch to the end of the special, I have hidden camera of my parents.
Right.
So if you watch through the credits, you'll see my parents being like themselves to me on the way to my dad has a tooth missing. Like, it's like crazy. And we put that at the end, and it's like, that made sense because, well, there was a decision to make of like, do I put this in the beginning where you're seeing my parents and then I'm talking about my family, or do you put it at the end? And someone said to me, they were like, if you put them in the beginning, and this was the thought with the first special too, because I did this, I put hidden cameras in the green room then too. Mm-hmm. They were like, you're kind of taking away the imagination of what they are to people.
I agree with that. Yeah.
You know,
It's
if
like
you
when
don't see them if you see them in the beginning, right?
Yeah. It's like, well, if you read a book, I mean, you wouldn't know about this.
I don't know.
But if you read a book, like, you know, it's interesting to like imagine what the characters would be like, and then you see the movie, and then, you know what I mean? Like, it'd be hard to read a book after you've seen the movie.
Right.
Because you already have the visuals.
You already have
head.
it stuck in your head. So we put them at the end so that people will also want to watch to the end. That's very helpful.
Should. Yes.
We have one more, but a very special guest.
Yes. Assuming she picks up. We'll
Okay,
see.
we're gonna. I'm sorry, I went on and on. We're gonna. We asked for questions from your mom,
Yes.
and we got them.
We got one. This one's perfect for her. I can't think of a better question for her.
So, do you want to read it first and then
All right,
call her?
I'll read it.
Okay.
Dear J&J, huge fan and subscriber, also obsessed with Jared's food videos on TikTok
I make a food video every now and again.
with your favorite foods. I'm still not sure what your favorite cuisine is.
I like them all. I'm a fan of food in general.
My question is for Jordana's mom. I'm a 34-year-old single mom of two who just finalized my second divorce. How do I re-enter the dating world with confidence? How do I never give up? Wow, that's a big question. Bonus question. How do I keep it fresh as a daisy down there? Are there certain foods that make it smell better or worse? Love you all. Coochie mama. Coochie mama.
Boy,
Mama.
you better ask your mom this. I don't think I could ask your mom.
I will ask my mom if she
How
picks
do you
up.
not give up and keep a pussy fresh?
Okay.
I think that'd be a tough one for me to
I will give her, let's
pose
find out.
to your mom.
All right, let's see if she picks up. Hi. Okay, you're on the podcast.
Okay. I'm so pleased to be here with you, Jordana, and I am an avid follower, and that is a very good question. The first thing a young lady who is a single mom needs to do when she goes out there in the dating scene is have confidence and be sure of herself, and realize that it is normal to have a wide range of vaginal odors. Most of the time when people come into the office, they're self-conscious about an odor. I can't even smell anything as a gynecologist. So there are certain vaginal odors that maybe have to be checked out. If it's smelling fishy or bread-like down there, you can go to your gynecologist. A bread-like odor usually indicates a yeast infection. Now, this is not a STD. It is something yeast is normal in the vagina, girls. Listen to me. This is normal. When it overgrows, you have an odor. You also can have an overgrowth of bacteria. Just like if you're eating a meal and you're having garlic, you may have a garlic smell from your sweat, from your secretions throughout your body. The body carries what you eat into the vagina as well. So if you have a funky smell, my at-home remedy, which is not FDA approved, but I've given to friends and family as a secret recipe, very inexpensive, is to mix a little hydrogen peroxide from the drugstore with water and get it in that vajayjay. Just swish it in there with a syringe or however you have to get it in, and get that in there, rinse a couple of times, and I guarantee you that and a tub bath, and a few days of that, the smell usually goes away if it's normal bacteria. Now, this doesn't rule out any STDs. If you've been exposed to STDs.
Don't they call it STIs now, Mom?
Yes. Well, either way.
Whatever.
STIs. Okay, we could do that. I call it sexually transmitted infections or diseases. This doesn't rule out STIs. which is a different entity that you need to have checked, because if you have chlamydia, that can later affect your fertility, or gonorrhea as well. If you have a scent that doesn't go away, it's time to see a doctor. But on the other hand, sometimes what you eat can affect your vaginal odor. Many people say when you go to pee, sometimes concentrated urine can give you an odor. Now, one of the things I recommend is Happy V prebiotic and probiotic tablets, which create a normal bacteria in the vagina. Many times, bacterial odor is related to hormonal disruptions, chronic disease, and reproductive and developmental problems. So you should have it checked out.
Dr. Abraham, hold on one second.
Rosenberg.
Dr. Rosenberg. Dr. Rosenberg, how are you today?
Oh, Jared, I'm your biggest.
I'm your biggest fan
you're
too.
You're all business, Mom.
Yeah,
I've been
didn't
talking
even get...
about how insane you are for years. You're making me look bad.
Yeah, you came in so prepared, Dr. Rosenberg. I can't tell you how appreciative we are. Are you reading us the dictionary? You're giving us the full.
Yeah.
I've done my research. I'm an expert on the vajayjay.
I love it.
And actually, truthfully, in some areas, especially some areas in Queens, there's actually a procedure which women actually pay money to in a salon called a vaginal steaming, when they steam various herbs and lavenders, and they get the vagina steamed so that it smells particularly good. Now, I'm not.
And it gets all the wrinkles out.
Yeah, it gets the wrinkles out, makes it tighter, and it makes it smell a little better.
How would it make it tighter?
Well, as
just drier.
I think if you use a tampon before you have sex, it dries out a little bit of the secretions, and it will give the vagina a little bit of a tighter feel. But guys, if it's lubricated, it means you're doing your job. You're getting her excited.
Well, Dr. Rosenberg, we kind of brushed over the beginning of this. How do you feel about a woman getting out there as a divorced woman with kids and trying to date again? She kind of kept it.
Yeah, we wanted to ask you because you've done that.
Did you have any sort of like thing you would say? Would you open with it? Would you talk about your children? How did you kind of like?
How did you deal with this in between marriage 1 and marriage 2?
Absolutely. It used to be, back in the olden days, you had to meet the person face to face. But now with the online dating, which I'm also familiar with, it's an altogether different scene. My idea is put out there in general what you're looking for. The guy, you don't have to give each other all of the details on the first date about all your prior relationships and which one of your kids has ADD and which one of your kids is bipolar and which one of your kids is just a maniac.
Share that with us now.
Yes, let us know. Let the audience know.
No need to share everything, okay? You have time for that. Have some great sex, have the guy be into you, and then he'll notice that you have a kid who's crazy, and you'll find out he has a crazy kid too. Or maybe not. Maybe he has a crazy ex. Or maybe he was in jail. I mean, I personally
have dated all of those people.
Yeah, I've dated that whole range of people.
Dr. Rosenberg, what would you say was the positive about dating while being divorced with kids? Like, a lot of people look at the negative, but there's got to be something that you felt like did you feel relieved of anything? Did you feel perspective was better? What is the positive way to look at dating with kids after a divorce?
I think it shows that you're still a woman, that you still have your needs, that this is actually reassuring for several men, because many women who are out there dating who are 39 years old, ovulating their last eggs, guys, they're going to be pressuring you for that ring within 3 to 6 months, as well they should be. So if they have a kid, maybe you have a little time to date them before you decide whether you want a kid together or not.
So you're saying the kid
that you're saying that women aren't in as much of a rush because they already have kids, so they can have more fun with the relationship.
Jordana, exactly right.
I agree with what you're saying, that everyone's calmed down. I hear what you're saying. I think it's like, it's also your time is special that you have to yourself, like without your kids. Like, you're not going to just spend that with anybody.
Exactly. And when I was dating was almost the only time when I felt someone was really nurturing me. I loved the dating process. It would give me a chance to get out of my mommy role, take off that old Victoria's Secret nightshirt, throw it in the hamper, take a nice shower, put on your mascara, get dressed, do your hair, feel good about yourself, and you're going to go out with someone who cares if they buy you a Starbucks? All right, that's a little cheap. At least they should buy you a large, a venti.
Yes.
You know,
Ventis only. We're a venti only
Yes.
bitch.
and you say to the girl, if you're a guy, you have to say, they call me the venti man. Because if you buy a small Starbucks, that's a bad sign for the girl right away. So for $3, you have to get spring for the venti. I don't care.
But I love that perspective.
Right,
Because
they will respect you, and it's just a coffee, guys. Don't get hysterical. We're not talking 2 martinis in the Four Seasons.
well, but I think the perspective of like this is kind of like a spa visit. I get taken care of for a couple hours instead of taking care of others.
Right. And I think if you just look at it, like here's a chance for me to get out of my mommy garb and pretend like I'm on one of these stupid TV shows and get
I'm
taken
Samantha.
care of. And listen, the worst comes to worst, I get a free glass of wine or two, or a cup of coffee or two, and it doesn't work out. Maybe I met a new friend. Maybe I have a best friend who's fine, perfect for him. Maybe I know we're not right for each other the minute I see him walk in.
Did you only date other guys who also had kids?
No, I dated many guys, but I found that to a woman, I found if a guy was never married and didn't have kids, that often, or a woman was never married and didn't have kids, that in either sex, especially if the woman has cats, that's usually a big turnoff to men. I'm sorry, girls out there with cats. I know you love your kitties. I mean,
I'm
we're
into
not
women with
talking about the
cats.
vagina now. I
Yeah.
know we love the kitty, but it's a turn off for men when you have too many cats. Am I right, Jared? Or
I kind of think a woman with too many cats. I haven't met many women with a lot of
With
cats.
more than one cat?
But when they had one cat, I liked that they understood space.
yes. So we want to you know, when you have somebody who's lived totally alone and hasn't shared with anyone, even a pet. They haven't had a pet. They do exactly what they want.
You're 6 months ago.
Out of my 8 kids, I do have, maybe I have 1 or 2 that might fall into that category.
Yeah, I'm
They
one of
tend
them.
to have more of you're my adopted son, Jared.
Yes, I am.
Maybe they fall into being a little bit self-centered
Yes,
because they're used to doing exactly what they want. Want to
absolutely.
have pizza for dinner and sit on the couch and watch Netflix with a bottle of wine. They may not want to go to the fancy restaurant, and they're not going to compromise so easily.
Okay.
But if they have a kid, they know what it's like when you're staying home because the kid's throwing up and you're ordering from Uber Eats all the unhealthy foods. And, they understand the human condition more. So that's the pluses of having a kid. You have something to talk about. And why don't you give the guy the option to ask you about your kid or not? First, let's see what he asks you about you.
I
it.
love this. This is so great. And the wealth of information about how to
Clean your
regulate
vagina.
the vagina.
Yeah.
I didn't realize the homemade. You should start producing this homemade concoction.
Yeah, you should brand it. Dr.
Vajayjay's-
Dr. Lisa's home vagina remedy.
We'll work on the title.
Well, I'm actually, the bottle of peroxide, which is brown, is only 89 cents in CVS.
Okay.
So I feel this is my contribution to the world in the way that Jonas Salk could not patent his Salk vaccination because
You're right.
he felt it was a gift to the world. He said, just like the sun is a gift to the world.
You are the Jonah Salt of vaginas.
Of
Yes.
vaginas,
And
right.
what do men do about a smelly penis?
Well,
Asking for a
sometimes you
friend.
have to watch your diet too, because there's certain foods that you could eat that influence the odor of the semen. So
What type of foods?
intimate. I don't know if Jordana is comfortable discussing this, but there are foods which influence both the odor and taste
I think
of the
we're
semen.
okay.
I
Okay,
think
well,
we're getting a little too intimate here for some people, but it's a factor. So girls, if there's a funky smell or there's a funky taste, speak up. The guy could change. He could, change his diet, just like you could change your diet. You could speak up and say, there may be something a little funky going on down there. And, maybe all it takes is a couple of tub baths and some peroxide and water. But keep going, keep dating, and have a guy who loves you for you and your heart and loves your vagina and loves vagina in and of itself, which is a great thing. And then the odor thing, we could solve that.
This is so wonderful. Thank you, Dr.
Thank you.
Rosenberg. I can't wait to see you down in Florida. I'll see you soon.
Okay, I can't wait, Jared. We'll have to
wait.
start having you give your routine all over Florida.
Can't wait.
Yes. She's gonna promote you to all the people in Boynton Beach. All right.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I'll
Be
talk
well,
to you
guys.
soon.
You're awesome.
Bye. Okay.
That was amazing.
Wow. She can talk, as
She
you know.
didn't breathe. It was great.
I told you she's a wild card. You just
listen,
never know what you're gonna get.
As a son of two wild cards, I understand wild cards. And I thought she was wonderful. And she has, it's so funny when we call our parents and we get their perspective. The problem with parents is that a kernel of what they say is correct.
I know.
That's why we love them. That's why we respect their opinion. That's why you can't take their opinion in totality.
Yes. You can take parts of it.
There are parts of what she says that are timeless and wonderful and actually and maybe she's saying it in a language that people get angry about today.
Yeah.
The idea of
cats.
you're 39 and cats and all that stuff.
Right.
And having an egg left or whatever it is, I can understand why someone would be angered by that. And we come on here to have an entertaining show, and some of those things do process through the prism with which we look at dating.
Right.
I talk to my parents every day. I get enraged by them every day. I also think they're right every day. Mm-hmm. That's I think part of the negotiation of life. I think it's so great. Also, she is right about the vagina smell thing. She's like, I'm giving it away for 89 cents. She could have packaged that from, look at the whole industry of
vaginal wellness products, which
Right.
most of them are bullshit. It's crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
And she's giving an actual, I think this works. She goes, it's not
saint.
FDA approved.
Your mother's a saint. Yeah.
She is. Jonas, when she brought Jonas out, it's so funny. But it's if she put that under skinny girl margarita
Yeah.
for vaginas.
Skinny doctor vagina remedy.
Right. It would work.
Yeah.
There's a world where that works. So
No, it's true. She's got some wisdom. She's crazy, but
got a
she's
lot
got
of wisdom.
she's got some and she has actually dated more than anyone I know.
I love the perspective of just
Getting
it's a
taken care
night
of,
to
yeah.
go get taken care of.
Yeah.
And honestly,
And
if
to
you're
feel hot.
Well, and to feel hot. And if you're a single mother, as this person who wrote in, that should be the bar.
Yeah.
If you're thinking of going out with someone on a date and you want to get back out there, if I'm to take your mom's words and turn it into some sort of rule, the bar should be, I'm getting taken out and getting to leave my mommy duties. Look at how good it made your mom feel.
Right.
That's amazing.
Feel confident. And she was very good at dating. More people proposed to her than anyone I know. Many engagements. Yes.
Love it.
All right. We did it.
We solved dating again along with Dr. Rosenberg. I'm sorry, I always
That's okay. She's had a bunch of names throughout her
so-
life. It's hard to keep track. Okay. We did it. We solved dating. We'll be back next week.
Boom.
Bye.